taken the opportunity today on my day off to edit some of the footage that I took during the week, because I don't have access to the laptop when I'm in London. So I have spent the morning doing some editing and a little bit of filming. I filmed my reading the teddy bear, so the teddy bear story, the Nurse Nancy story, so I could add that onto the footage that I'd done. And now I think I'm going to go down and put on the heating because it's freezing. This glass here, this one here, it's like 3 millimeters thick, single glazed. Oh, it's cold. And I really need to finish knitting my uncle's socks. I've got like this much more, plus the toe. Maybe I can do that this evening. I should have done it yesterday evening, but I had some glorious minis that I got from such a lovely lady, Ailsa, when I was in the Lay Family Yarn retreat. And when we were in the pub having some dinner, she pulled out an organza bag of minis, and everyone was so excited. So I just wanted to kind of pop a few of those into my blanket, because that will really just remind me of the gorgeous time I had with all those amazing people. So I couldn't resist. And also, when I was on that yarn retreat, I was knitting on a beauty school top. So it's just like a simple grey fitted sweater. So I'd usually say a jumper, but it's not a jumper, it's very fine. So it is a top, and it's going to be long sleeved and gorgeous in a light grey. It's Amy's yarn from Amy and Jen's yarn from Dandelion and Dogwood. It's beautiful. What's it called? Anxiety is a Liar, I think. It's the perfect. It's not too pale grey. It's not too blue. It's not too green. It's got just that lovely cool colour. And I've done the body. I think I've done the body. Stitches are on hold at the end. I've done one sleeve quite a lot, and then I'm getting the second one up to the same stage so I can start trying on and then seeing how much more I want to go. But I've got to do the socks instead of the lovely jump. I did a little tiny bit of Christmas shopping yesterday. I bought my dad a cookbook. He asked for a book about Mediterranean cuisine. I looked online and he'd shown me what he wanted, but I decided against that one because there were no pictures. I know, there's like 100 recipes in the book he wanted. What is the point in a recipe book with no pictures? No, that is not a thing. I have one book like that. It's, I think, Julia Child's How to Cook French Cuisine or something. Beautiful recipes, very handy tips, but I don't know what it's meant to look like. Then I like a good glossy book with beautiful pictures. It's really not much to ask for. So I popped into Waterstones and perused the aisles. Nothing smells as good as a bookshop with the fresh crispness of the pages. And I got him the Hairy Biker's Mediterranean Cuisine, which is probably not what he wants at all, but he'll actually read it and use it. He would not have opened the one with no pictures. I know him. He's like me, he needs that visual reference. I'd have given him one without. He wouldn't know what to do with himself. He wouldn't have been inspired. You need to see those lovely pictures, your juicy meals, and the picture, it sells the food. So I hope he likes it. And I got his dark materials, the Philip Pullman trilogy for my cousin. So his mum's got her hat. His dad's got the socks nearly. Got the socks. Got to wrap those. And then the books for Daniel, which is what he asked for. A couple of little bits. I bought Jason some underpants, which he's going to find incredibly dull when he opens it. He's going to scoff at it, but give him 2-3 days and he'll be putting those underpants on going, oh, lovely new underpants. because there's nothing better than a fresh pair of brand new underpants. It's a Christmas tradition. It is a Christmas tradition to get underpants. Anyway, I'm going to go turn the heating on because it's freezing. And then I'm just thinking what I can do. I've got a video downloading to YouTube on here. And thinking I've been abandoned by Nina. Sometimes she stays here with me, but not today. Don't know whether to cut a 12 for my trousers, or I should probably do the buttonholes on my blouse on this machine. The last time I tried to do buttonholes on that machine, it went completely awry. It was on jacket fabric, it was much too thick wool. And then, I think it was midnight by the time I gave up, and I just decided I'm going to hand stitch them, which I did, and they came out fine. But they're not quite as, you know, perfectly uniform as they would be by machine. So I'm going to try, and I've got some pretty buttons I'm going to pop on. And then, it needs hemming, that blouse, and I think it needs darts. But I don't know whether I should pin that in on myself or bring that to work and get someone to pin it for me on Thursday. Options. And then if I'm going to have someone pin it for me, I need to choose well. Everybody has like a different style. I've noticed this. If I want something very fitted, I will get someone else to pin it than if I want something loose. My friend Katie, who lives around the corner, actually, she's very good at pinning my things because she likes them. She likes a vintage silhouette the same as I do. And she has, although she's much slimmer than me, she has a similar proportion. So very small through the waist and a sway back. So where you really come in, you know, quite curved in on your spine. So she's really good because she's used to fitting that shape on herself. So when I need help, it's not the same doing it yourself. You need a good buddy. Anyway, I've waited on too long. Let's show you something fun today, Nina, my love. How's your day been, sweetie pie? You had a good day? How do I love you so much, eh? How do I love you so much? This armchair was bought for me by my colleagues when I got my house. And I always wanted this armchair. It's an IKEA something or other. And I wanted to sit here in this lovely chair with my cosy memory blanket, which is tucked in there. Well, a granny stripe blanket, but, you know. And I thought I'd sit here. But somebody has claimed this area for herself. Was it you? I love her so much, I don't mind. She's so lovely. And she's been much more snugglier recently. Haven't you, Nina? You used to sometimes be very mean to me. I know, it's my fault, because I bother you all the time. She's purring. You do some sewing in the top room if you want to come, Nina. No. I understand. Bye, Nunu Beans. Just received this lovely, beautiful order of suiting fabric. Suiting fabric, Glen Check Anthracite Green is the colour. This was the fabric I'd originally chosen to make some trousers with, and they were out of stock. I didn't think it was coming back, but you it has. Oh, so good. Now I can make 2 pairs of fabric, 2 pairs of trousers. I really wanted something with a dense weave because anything too open, my thighs will just eat when they rub together. So I'm hoping this will work. I ordered, if I got on here, 3 meters, should be plenty. 31.30. Quite expensive, really. But never mind. I'm super happy with them, and I think I have some left over. You need a lot when you're doing the plaid or the check or the stripe because it needs to match up. Oh, you decided to follow me upstairs after all, then, monkey? Hello. You know, will you do the buttonholes on my blouse? I don't want to do them. Please. 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 If anyone was interested, my new lipstick, which is coming up red on the screen, but is not. It is fuchsia pink, the same colour as my ball gown fabric. Why won't it come out the right colour? Anyway, oh, hot chocolate. What a mess I am. It's a Charlotte Tilbury one. It's Electric Poppy. Charlotte Tilbury. And I got this when I went to the ball. I was so glad. It's got like a lips printed on here. Anyway. I love the packaging that the brand does with this like rose gold tube. When I got my makeup done, Charlotte Tilbury herself had popped in, so I turned around and there she was. Not that that was really important, but it was just funny. Anyway, in case anyone was interested, Pretty Tube lipstick helps with the sewing mojo. Alright, I've got the blouse out. I'm going to do the buttonholes. Last time it went so wrong, I'm dreading it. Alright, fingers crossed. I have run a sample through the machine with the buttonhole foot attached and a button popped in here. That's a button. The right button I'll be putting in. I'm just going to snip this open and check if the button will pass through it. And I will use my special scissors. What do I do with them? They're there. These scissors are brilliant. Is it KAO? Anyway, Japanese brand. They're very small scissors and they are so sharp. These I only use for buttonholes because this point is so incredibly sharp, and they've got a nice kind of long handled and then a short blade, so these are perfect. I remember buying these and they were quite expensive, more than I would ever usually spend, but has been worth every single penny. So I'm just gonna I cut from the middle to the outside one way, and then I cut from the middle to the outside the other way. A seam ripper is inaccurate. In fact, I do not use seam rippers at all. I've jabbed them into my hand too many times, so they are not my go-to tool. I will always use snips or little scissors, but anyway, just cutting those frayed edges away. And then I just check that this passes through nicely. Now I think that is a little bit too big, to be honest. I don't know. I might try it a smidgen smaller, but that is what it's telling me it wants for this size of buttonhole. So I might remove the button, squidge it a tiny bit tighter, and then try again. Because I feel like that's just too much extra room. If I butt that up to the end, that's too much extra space. I like quite a tight fit. I would usually use the correct fabric, but it would seem that I have thrown it. I just can't find it anywhere. Oh, it's not here. I didn't have much left, I don't think. So, calico it is. This was a collar from a sample. So that was the collar. I like to reuse samples for bits and pieces because you never know when you're going to need a bit of fabric, so I just keep them to the side and cut them all up and use them. Let's try again with that button. That is much better. Nice tight fit. I'm happy with that. Not too much extra space there. That will just pop through nicely. Fingers crossed it works on the blouse. All right, I have lined up the edge of my placket edge with the 1.5 inch notch on here, 1.5 centimetre notch, and I've marked where I want the bottom of the buttonhole, and I've lined that up just inside of this plastic. So I'm hoping that's going to be more or less right, and then I will judge the rest by eye. I marked this one especially at the bust point so that it would not strain, and then I will either mark them with a ruler or just by eye, either way, just to get a good distribution of buttons so it doesn't pull. There we go. Okay, I have just stitched the buttonholes, which was not fun. I can tell you my sharp little scissors are also good at unpicking buttonholes that have gone awry. So I marked my, is it that one? Yeah, I marked that buttonhole, which is in line with the bust point, and then I did a dot, well, I left a pin, 2 inches down, and that's good. I'm just trying it on with a bra, that's very important, to wear the correct underwear. So I wasn't sure whether or not to do another button, but no, I think we're good. I rolled these down so that we can get a better idea. See, I'm getting this like pooling. I reckon it needs back darts, but I think I might leave the front undarted. See, I always get this problem of this extra here. See, I can take it away, but then everything ends up so tight. I'd wear them tucked in anyway. Oh, I think it's fine. What do you think? We think it's fine. How does the back look tucked in? All right. Maybe I should make finish this one's hem. And then just wear it. Wear it and see what I think. That is probably the best idea. But it came out really nicely. It came out. I think that's going to be really nice to wear. The buttons have ended up nicely. Oh. Sorry, got a jar in the way. Well, I reckon I'll finish that hem now. Does it need another buttonhole? Oh, maybe. Let's chop 1.5 inches off the bottom and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to press the hem and do the hem. We are speeding through today. So here it is with the darts. I pin them in just to see for sure. I'm going to do the front ones. And then the back, I need to do less and start them lower because they're interfering with the pleat. But finally on the right track. Yeah, front's good. Still a bit of room. And the back's better. The dart's interfering with the pleat. No, I don't think so. I think that's enough sewing for today actually. Getting a bit bored of it. I have got another one of these planned. So once the pattern is all marked up with the darts and everything, it'll go together lovely. I hate to fiddle with things, and I'm a right fiddler. I can go back in again and again and again. I'm happy with how that looks from the front. I'm less happy from the back, if I'm honest. I think I will adjust it in future to make it slightly wider in the back yoke, and then I can smooth that pleat out so it's a flat back rather than pleated. I think that will maybe work better. But so far so good. That's all hemmed in now. Buttons all done. I could wear it as it is. All the buttons are in. I think those darts will make a difference, and then once that's just tucked into something, I'll get less of a blouson. That is the fancy word for it. Blousiness is the other one. So it's going good. I intended to stop sewing, but I just couldn't. I had to finish it tonight. So there we go. So did the darts, the front and the back. And that will now just... I can't even see them really. There we go, there's one. It's ready. I have nothing to wear it with, but it's ready. I reckon if I made some trousers out of this, they're very, very flattering trousers, you understand. That is an outfit. Very good colour combo. So I've got a little bit of wrapping to do, and I'm going to pop to the post office this afternoon to make sure the presents get there on time. So I've got some uncle socks. They're just a vanilla sock, 2x2 rib, stockinette sock with a heel flap and gusset and a wedge toe. They're really lovely in the Iron Bridge colourway from Les Family Yarn. They are absolutely stunning. I'm gutted to make a pair of socks for somebody else, so not for myself, but there we go. And my auntie's hat with the little tassels attached, and yeah, I got a couple of books for my cousin, so hopefully he's gonna like those. And I got my dad a little book, Hairy Biker's Mediterranean Adventure. Anyway, hopefully he will like this. There might be a few too many pastry type things and bready things because he doesn't eat that, or pasta, so we'll see. Hopefully he loves that book. So we're having our Christmas dinner tonight, me and my dad, and before I catch my train to see him, I'm just going to get these little bits wrapped and sent because they all live in the same household. Just a little pile of presents. Is there anything more lovely than a little pile of presents to send in the post?